Hey guys, Ace of Shades 07 here again with another amazing trick. Alright, this one's called 673rd King Street, and it's one of the most popular tricks on YouTube, and it's by James Galea, right? And so I watched this perform numerous times, and I just thought I might give a shot at it, so I just learned it. I'm pretty new to it. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so some people, they don't trust me with cards, so I give the cards a few cuts, alright? And so I give them a couple cuts. Yeah, people still don't trust me. They say, oh, well, James, you're cheating, right? Because my name is actually James. And so they say, James, you're cheating. I'm like, okay. So then I'll give the cards what's called a riffle shuffle. And that way, it's really hard to cheat. And so now the order of the cards are completely mismatched. And I have no idea of what order the cards are in. And so what they do then is they give the cards even more cuts. And then from then on, it's just really hard to keep track of the cards and which way they're going. And so I want to tell you a story, right? This is a true story. Happened to me a couple nights ago. And so I was chatting with these two redheads, right? And then so I was chatting them for a few, and then these two brunettes showed up. I'm like, oh, well, hey there. And so I chatted with them for, I don't know, maybe about 1 to 3 minutes. And then so they asked me what my name was. I said it's James with a J, and don't you forget that. And they said, oh, okay, James, you seem like a pretty nice guy. Why don't you come over to a party with us on 673rd King Street? And I said, oh, okay, so what's the cab charge? Because it sometimes costs a lot to get from place to place in cab. And so they said, oh, it's $25. I said, $25? Sounds like a plan. Ain't no problem. I got it right here. And then so at that moment, I had to cut to my cell phone because it was ringing. And it was my friend Johnny. He said, James, where are you going tonight? I said, I'm going to a party at 700-something King Street. And so the girls, they simultaneously responded, no, no, no. It's 673rd King Street. And I said, oh, okay, Johnny, sorry, it's 673rd King Street. And so he said, oh, so what's the cab charge? I said, $25, as the girls had told me earlier. And he said, $25, I only have 10. I knew Johnny really well. He was like my best friend. And I said, Johnny, don't lie to me. He said, okay, maybe I have 40. But can you lend me some money? And I'm like, yeah, sure. He said, James, you're a really great guy. So later at the party, I was dealing poker. And so Johnny wanted to win this hand, so I gave him 2 4s and 3 8s. Johnny thought he was going to win this hand. And then the second guy saw me cheat with Johnny. And then he says, whoa, I want to win. I want to cheat too. I want to win. And then so I gave him a better hand. 4 9s, right? And then, so the third and final guy said, I really want to win this hand. Can you give me a really good hand? I said, yeah, sure. I'll give you an 8 and 4 aces. Okay? And then so they all were like, James, you're a really great guy. And I said, well, I may be a good guy, but I'm not nice. Because when it comes to poker, I want to win. And in this hand, I can beat you right now. And they said, James, you must be joking me. I said, no, because all I need to beat you is a straight flush. Well, that's the trick. It's my version of the trick anyway, since I don't have a what the hell card. And so, yeah. So let me show you how the trick is done, okay? So now, the first thing you want to do is order your deck, right? The cards should be in this order, right? Actually, no. I'll put the order in the description box below and in an annotation right over here, okay? So now, yeah, so after you have those cards in that order, remember to put a bend in the bottom card, which should be the 6 of spades, right? A little bend, right? So then you can do a couple of false cuts, right? I'll be uploading a few videos on false cuts later, maybe. And so, yeah. So then you give them a false, two or three false cuts, and then you give it a false riffle shuffle. I'll also post a video on that. Right, which is like that, which is basically you fold them on the corners, then you push in lightly, and then so wait until the 2 corners are out, then you push in all together, and then you grab the 2 sides, and then separate them, and then it's still in the same exact order. So you say it's not in any particular order, but it's like it actually is. So now, the second thing you want to do is to memorize the story, right? So basically you want to run through it, 2 queens, 2 redheads, 2 brunettes. My name is Jack, James, Joe, Joseph, however you want to do it. And then so 673rd King Street is a party. And then so what's the cabbage charge? $25. $25 ain't no problem. I got it right here. And then so James, so at that moment my cell phone rang, and then you want to go. I cut through my pockets to find my cell phone, and here it was. And then so my friend Johnny called and he says, James, where are you going tonight? I said, I'm going to a party at 700 something King Street, 673rd King Street. Actually, no. Before that, it's the girls cut me off and they said, no. It's 673rd King Street. And then so, sorry Johnny, it's 673 King Street. And then he asked, what's the cabbage charge? I said $25, and I only have 10. Don't lie to me. $40. Right? And so he said, James, you're a really great guy. So later I was dealing poker, and then you can hand out the hands, right? You can show all the hands that you gave out with whatever storyline you want. Right? And then the final guy, he had a really great hand, actually. Then if you have a blank card, then you can, right, before that, but so they all say, James, you're a really good guy, or Joe, whatever your name is, starting with a J. You can just say Jack if you don't have a name that starts with a J. So you can use a joker and say, you gotta be joking me. But that's only because I don't have a blank card and I can't write what the hell on it. Okay? And so if you have a blank card, then you can write what the hell, but other than that, that's basically it. So you gotta be joking me. And then just show you have a straight flush. That's basically it for this trick. The second thing you want to do is memorize the story, and then finally you can add some fancy false cuts, right? You can add a few, and then you could learn a few from other videos on YouTube. And yeah, that's basically it. So that's it for James Galea's 673rd King Street performance and tutorial. Okay, see you guys.